Hey everyone, I'm Sam.
And I'm Chris.
And this week on Upgraded, we're back working on Project SuperStang. This Mustang, well, it could be sitting in your driveway in the new year. That's because we're giving it away to one lucky Repco customer. All you need to do to go in the draw is purchase anything online at repco.com.au.
Or purchase anything in store with your Ignition membership.
Exactly right, mate. Well, last week we fitted the X-Force exhaust, K&N Performance Intake Kit, the Ultimate 9 EVC throttle controller. The Stang sounds so much tougher and it's given us some extra horsepower and better throttle response.
Mate, which brings us to today's episode. We put all the power in, now we need to pull it up.
Exactly right, mate. So I'll tell you what, if you win this thing, I want you to be able to take it to the track on the weekends or roll up for a run to your favourite weekend getaway. We want to make sure that the Stang is going to stop time and time again without suffering from that early brake fade like on your factory brake systems.
Depends on your driving.
Like my driving.
In the Corolla.
The team at Bendix have sent us out the newest product in their braking range. It's the Ultimate Performance Brake Upgrade Kit. Chris, check this thing out. This brake kit comes in a sweet cooler box for starters.
Is there a Red Bull in there?
Is it?
No, lucked out this time.
In here, we've got a pair of front Ultimate Sports Performance slotted and dimpled rotors.
Mate, these things are mint. They're high carbon rotors with dimples and slots to get rid of brake dust, heat, and the unidirectional, but I'll cover that off later.
All right, perfect. There's a set of front Ultimate Plus brake pads. Now, these have been improved from the last Ultimate brake pads in the Bendix range. They've got a ceramic formula, better stopping power, less dust, and more reliable braking stop after stop.
Mate, which is really great if you want to go out and hit the track.
Exactly right. Braided brake lines for the front and the rear.
We've got some brake cleaner, brake fluid, and some ceramic lubricant to help with fitting and minimise squeal.
And once we've fitted everything up, well, we're going to put new fluid through the system, bleed it through, and then Chris, we're going to take it for a drive, bed the pads in.
I'm bedding the pads in.
Why?
Well, scissor, paper, rock. Dynamite wins every time.
As always, if you don't have the right tools or experience to complete the job yourself, head to your local mechanic or brake specialist.
All right, so today's job's fairly straightforward. We just need some basic hand tools, some sockets, some spanners, some pliers so we can actually remove the caliper and the brake rotor itself, but we also need some specialty tools. We need a brake hose clamp to clamp those lines off so we haven't got fluid going everywhere, and we also need a piston tool to push those pistons back so we can put the pads in and get the caliper over that new rotor. And we've also got a brake bleed kit from Repco, which will help us to bleed the system later on. Got to make sure in the glove box we've got the lock nut to remove the factory forward wheels. Let's get cracking. Alright, so a real cool feature of this kit is the braided brake lines, and you might be asking yourself why we've gone braided. We've gone braided because we want a better pedal feel and a better pedal. So when we're applying brake pressure, instead of the line swelling, it's just going to go straight through the caliper and pull the vehicle up. So another cool feature of these lines is the outer sleeve. It's a protective sleeve to protect the lines. These are a direct replacement, so they have all the factory fittings and the brackets for ease of fitment. Let's put them in. We're going to hit this with some CRC water-based brake cleaner. Going to give it a good clean so we can actually start to reassemble the car.
So the great looking rotors that Chris has fitted to the Mustang today, they're the Bendix Ultimate Sports and Performance Rotor. These rotors have a high carbon content. Basically what that means is that they provide improved thermal stability and conductivity, and they reduce the chance of them warping when they're hot. The diamond tipped slots that are designed to be unidirectional and V-shaped dimples to efficiently expel gases, dirt and water. Insulation is faster as well with the Swift Fit coating. This means that you can fit these rotors without any pre-cleaning. It also works as a corrosion inhibitor, giving you a great look that will not degrade over time. They have a highly effective interior ventilation design, and this is perfect for brake cooling and the best possible thermal relief of the brake disc. So the pads that Chris has just fitted are the Bendix Ultimate Plus brake pads. They've got exceptional stopping power, which means shorter stopping distances and significant resistance to brake fade at high temperatures. They've got 25% higher than OE stopping power with quieter braking and smoother performance, meaning that you get improved wear life of brake pads and your rotors, as well as low dust, low noise with ceramic technology. Improved friction straight out of the box and reduced brake fade, designed for performance driving and excellent fade resistance.
All right, mate, she's all buttoned up. All we need to do now is bleed the brakes. I'll top up the master, and it's pretty much like the Hilux, left rear, right rear. The only difference this time, having Brembos on the front, it's got twin ports on each side. So we'll do left outer, left inner, right outer, right inner. We'll do that twice and keep an eye on the master and be right to go out and test the brakes.
I'll just stand out here and pump the pedal.
Sounds good to me.
Perfect.
Let's do it. All right, mate, with the way modern pads are these days, especially the Bendix ones, you don't really need to bed them in. I'm a little bit old school.
Yep.
I still like to get up to road speed, slowly ease the pedal on.
Get a bit of heat into the pad.
A bit of heat into the pad, do that a couple of times, and then find a nice quiet street and jump on them a couple of times, and if she pulls up, you're on to a winner. In 3, 2, 1.
Well, it stops.
It stops, mate. It stops really well. A lot better. Mate, what an awesome day. We've bedded the brakes in on the Stang and she's pulling up really nice. I'll tell you one thing, if we don't get to drive this thing around a track, I'm going to be devastated.
Mate, I'll tell you what, you, me, the winner of the Stang, down at the track for its first day, give it a real test.
Sounds like a plan, mate.
Yeah, awesome.
Yes.
Well, that's it for this week's episode of Upgraded. If you're loving keeping up with the series, make sure that you stay up to date by following the build on Facebook and Instagram at Repco Australia.
Or you can check out previous episodes on YouTube.
Don't forget that we're giving the SuperStang away to one lucky Repco customer. All you have to do is purchase anything online at repco.com.au or purchase anything in store using your Ignition membership.
Mate, next week we're going to be giving the SuperStang a good service with some K&N, NGK plugs, Ryco filters, and castor oils.
Awesome, mate. I can't wait. See you next week.
See yous.